Hey everyone, it's Tira from EMP Designs here, and today we're going to be looking into how to use the LV2 RDM. So this LED controller can power 2 channels up to 4 amps each and will operate between 12 to 24 volts. To start off, we'll have to connect our bicolour strip and power cables. Your LED connections go into slots 1 and 2 and your common positive above the positive out. You want to make sure they're tight and secure and there's no exposed areas on the wire. When connecting your power cables, it's important to check the polarity on the case of the LV2 and to set your power supply voltage before connections. Once we've wired our bicolour strip and power, we can now turn on our power supply and connect to our radio desk. By default, the LV2 will be in mode 1, which is individual control, with a starting address of 1. Therefore, I'll press sync on my radio desk, and after the LEDs stop flashing, I'll have connected and have full control of my LED strip. With channel 1 on my desk, I'll have control over cold white, and channel 2 will be warm white. From here, I can set my desired brightness and warmth easily by adjusting these 2 channels. The LV2 RDM also comes with our standard bicolour mode, and next we'll discuss how to use RDM in order to change our mode. Once we're there, we will also be able to change our starting address and device name. Our 2 options for this are to use a DMXCat, or we can use any wireless RDM enabled transmitter. I'll show both options in this video, but first we'll start with the SkyCast. The first step will be to sync our SkyCast to our LV2, the exact same process as we did with our radio desk. After that, we can follow this IP address and check we're RDM enabled. From here, we can open DMX Workshop, select our network, and then follow the node list until we find our LV2 RDM driver. After we've found it, I'll right-click anywhere on this device to open a tab to change my address, device name, and mode. As mentioned earlier, Mode 1 is individual control, and Mode 2 is bicolour mode. So that covers all of the settings we need to adjust over RDM. Next, I'll demonstrate how to do the same thing using a DMXCat. Once we've got our LV2 and our DMXCat ready, we'll have to use this adapter to connect the 2 together. I'll get these connected and link the DMXCat to my iPad, and then we can access our device settings in the DMXCat app. From the main screen, we go to RDM Settings, click on our LV2, and there we can find all of our settings we need once more. I'll quickly change to Mode 2, and we'll now be in bicolour mode when we move back to our radio desk. So whilst I set that up, I'll briefly cover how bicolour mode works. In bicolour mode, channel 1 will control the brightness of the LED strip. Channel 2 will then adjust the correlated colour temperature between our 2 connections. This will help us fine-tune a specific warmth or coolness with a smooth gradient to choose from. So as I move between the 2 channels, we can see how I can first set the brightness and then choose my colour, or vice versa. Here I set my brightness at around 50%, and then I can control the temperatures separately. I then set the temperature in channel 2 to 50% and control the brightness instead. Between modes 1 and 2 on the LV2 RDM, you'll be covered for whatever bicolour effect you're aiming for. There's only one more thing I need to cover in this video, and that's how to disconnect from your transmitter. To do this, hold down the Recess Sync button using a small screwdriver or pencil. Once we see our connection status and signal strength LEDs go out, we'll know we've disconnected and we'll be ready to pair again. I hope you found this video helpful, and as always, if you've got any further questions, you can get in touch with us using the emails in the description.